Hello everyone, welcome back. So today we are going to study about the density. We are going to study about density. What is density and how do we what is density and how do we measure it? Okay, how do we calculate the density? So let's change the color. Now, density. What is density? Density is defined as the ratio of mass of the object to the volume of the object. Mass of the object to the volume of the object. Okay, suppose that we have a ball, a spherical ball. Suppose that we have a Costco ball like this. Okay, this is a ball playing cricket ball. Okay, now if we have to calculate the density of this ball, what will we do? We will first measure the mass. We will first measure the mass, then we will calculate the volume of this ball. When when we will get two values, mass and its volume, then we will say the density of the ball will be calculated as mass m divided by its volume v. Mass m divided by its volume v. Suppose that for example, let us say the mass of the ball is 250 gram. Okay, 250 gram, and its volume has come to let's say suppose that it is again 250 centimeter cube. 250 centimeter cube, then the density will be as mass upon volume. That is, mass is 250 gram divided by 250, volume is centimeter cube. So 250 and 250 has cancelled out, so we got density is equals to 1 gram per centimeter cube. So like this we can calculate the density of the object. Density of any object we can calculate. Okay, so now suppose we have got this formula that density is equals to mass upon volume. Then but what is the unit, SI unit of the density? So mass is measured in kilogram. Generally mass is measured in kilogram. It is measured in gram also, but in general in SI unit, in standard unit system, we will use kg. And in CGS system, these are the unit systems that we will study later. But just for information I am providing this, that in SI unit system, mass of unit of the mass is kilogram, and for CGS system it is gram, and volume is measured in meter cube. Volume is measured in meter cube, and in CGS system it is measured in centimeter cube. So we have got two units. In SI system, we will say that kilogram per meter cube is the unit. Kilogram per meter cube, so here we can write as kilogram per meter cube. This is the unit of the density. Or gram per centimeter cube. If we are considering all the systems in CGS system, then we will say it is gram per centimeter cube. Got it? So this is how do we calculate the density. Now suppose that we have to calculate the density of water, then what will we do? Calculate. Okay, let's change the screen. White screen. Now let us say we have to calculate the density of water. Then how do we calculate? So first of all we have to consider the volume of the water. So for calculating the volume, we have to put the water inside a vessel whose volume we already know. Suppose that we have a drum. like this cylindrical drum. Okay, let me make it. This is our cylindrical drum. Okay, inside the drum we have completely filled it with water, but we know the volume of the water of this drum. We know the volume of this drum, so we can say that the water is completely filled, and the volume of water will be equal to the volume of this drum. Volume of water here, volume of water will be equal to volume of the drum, volume of the drum. Now let's say the volume is, let the volume of the drum, volume of the drum is what, is 1 meter cube. Let's say the volume of the drum is 1 meter cube. Okay, and the inside mass or mass of the water that is filled, mass of water, mass of water that is filled is equal to, m is equals to, let's say it is 1000 or 100 kilogram, or let's say it is 1000 kilogram. Okay, mass of the water is 1000 kilogram, in that is filled inside the drum. Then the density will be what? So density of water, density of water D is equals to, we have the formula mass upon volume. So mass is 100 kg divided by volume of the drum is, here we have got the value of V, this is 1 meter cube. So the density of water has come to 1000 kilogram per meter cube. Got it? Like this we can calculate density of any object, whether it is solid, liquid or gas. Of any object we can calculate. For solids we have to calculate the volume. For liquids we already know the property of the liquid, that they do what, they contain the volume of the, they contain the volume and shape of the container in which they have been filled. And for about gas, if some amount of, some mass of the gas is filled inside a container, then the whole container's volume will be equal to the volume of the gas. Okay, so like this we can calculate like this we can calculate anything. Now density of any object. Okay, let's move to the next topic, that is measurement of the density. These are some known objects. Here it is a cube or cuboid. You can say it is a cuboid or cube. If all the sides are equal, then it will be cube, otherwise it will be a cuboid. So we know inside a cube or cuboid we have a length, its width, or let's say this one is height, and this is the thickness or depth. This is the thickness or depth of the cube or cuboid. So the volume of the of this cube will be equal to what? Volume of this cube or cuboid will be equals to length multiplied by height multiplied by depth. Like this we can calculate the volume of cube or cuboid. So the density will be, simply calculate the mass of it, divide by the volume. Here if you have, we have got a cylinder. This is a cylindrical object. We have got a cylinder. To calculate the volume of the cylinder, first of all we have to know the radius of the cylinder. First of all we have to know the radius of the cylinder, then we have to calculate the height of the cylinder. If we have got these two values, then the volume of the cylinder can be calculated as pi r square into h. Pi r square is what? Pi r square is the area of this circle, है ना? We already know the area of the circle is pi r square. So we have the area of this circle. So this area is multiplied with the height of the object, then it gives the volume of this complete cylinder. So we have done what? This is the area multiplied by its height is equals to volume. Here this is a sphere, a spherical object. This is a sphere. Again, for sphere also we have to calculate the radius first. First of all, we will get the radius. And if we know the radius, then we will calculate the volume by the formula 4 by 3 pi r cube. So like this we can calculate the volume of any regular or non shaped values. Okay, like this we can calculate the volume of a cone, also a cylinder we have already calculated. For cube or cuboid, for any solid objects, any regular objects, we can directly calculate the volume. We will measure the mass, and then to check the calculate the density of that object, we will simply divide the mass with its volume. Okay, now let's come to the last topic, that is speed and its unit. What is speed and what is its unit? Suppose that this is a straight road. This is a straight road. Okay, now suppose that we have thrown a ball. We have thrown a ball from point A, and after some time it moves to the point B. When we'll throw a ball on the ground, then we all simply know that it will travel from one point to another point. So we have said that this one point is A, another point is B. So the ball is moving from A point to B point in some time t. Let's say the time taken from coming from A to B is t, and it covers a distance of approx x. Let's say this is the distance covered by the ball in t time. Then how do we define the speed of the ball? So we will say the speed of ball will be equals to total distance covered divided by total time taken. Distance covered divided by time taken. So speed is denoted by it is denoted by small v. We can say distance covered here is x, and the time taken is t. So v is equals to x by t. This will be our formula of the speed. Now we know that distance is measured in meter. It is measured in meter, and the time is measured in seconds, small s. So the unit of the speed will be unit of speed. It has become meter per second. It is read as meter per second. Okay, this is the unit of what? Unit of speed. This is the unit of speed. This is unit of speed in SI system. We have taken meter per second, but in general we have seen that the object is moving with a speed of 50 kilometer per hour, है ना? 50 kilometer per hour, or 80 kilometer per hour, or 30 kilometer per hour. So here we are not using meters and seconds, we are using kilometers and hours. So how do we calculate, how do we convert the kilometer into meter, or how do we convert the kilometer per hour into the meter per second? So let's see, conversion of kilometer per hour to meter per second. So we know that in 1 kilometer there are 1000 meters, and in 1 hour there are 60 minutes, है ना, there are 60 minutes, and in 1 minute there are 60 seconds. So in 60 minutes there will be 60 into 60 seconds. So we have come to the point that 1 hour is equals to 3600 seconds. Now we have to convert the 1 kilometer per hour. We want to convert the 1 kilometer per hour into meter per second. So first of all we will convert 1 kilometer into meter. So we already know that 1 kilometer is equals to 1000 meter divided by 1000 meter divided by 1 hour. 1 hour is equals to 3600 seconds. So 1 kilometer per hour is equals to 1000 divided by 3600 meter per second. Now these two zeros can be cancelled out, and it can be cancelled out 5 times, and this will go divided by 2 is equals to 18. So we can directly multiply kilometer per hour is equals to 5 by 18 meter per second. So this has come the come our conversion factor. This 5 by 18 is what? This is our conversion factor. This is our conversion factor. When we have to convert kilometer per hour into meter per second, then we will say, okay, when we have to convert it in meter per second, we will say what? 1 kilometer per hour is equals to 5 by 18 meter per second. And the reverse is also true. If we have to convert meter per second into kilometer per hour, then what will we do? We have this conversion factor, we will cross multiply it to the other side. We will get what? 18 divided by 5 kilometer per hour is equals to 1 meter per second. So whenever we have to convert meter per second, convert meter per second in kilometer per hour, then what will we do? We will multiply 18 by 5 multiplied by 18 by 5. And if we have to convert kilometer per hour in meter per second, convert kilometer per hour into meter per second, then we will do the opposite thing, that is 5 by 18. Okay, so that's it for all. In next lecture we will do some exercise, and after that this chapter will be completed. Till then you have to prepare all the notes that you are seeing on this slide, and everything that we have discussed, every example that we have discussed here, you have to write it in your fair copy. If you got any questions, you can comment me, or you can ask me on in the doubt session in the evening class. Okay, till then study, and thank you.